On to the third chapter of how to play chess. The first one was how to set up the pieces. The second one was the rook. And the third one now is a very, very beautiful piece on the chessboard. I'm going to tell you about it through a story of this picture. You see, that's the young me, 14-year-old, Vishy Anand. And here is a small trophy that I'm holding. And that trophy is what today's piece is about. That piece is right here in my trophy drawer, and it's called a knight. You see, it's in the shape of a horse, but in chess we call it the knight. So let's go on and try to learn more about it here through the story of our 4-year-old and his father. So here we have the chessboard, dear son. The 4-year-old boy said, "Papa, today we are going to learn about the horse, yes?" He was so happy. Dad said, "Son, I'm going to teach you all about this piece, but never ever call it a horse. What would you call it?" What do you call it? Well, it's called the knight. K-N-I-G-H-T, the knight. Son said, "Okay, Dad, got it. It's called the knight, not the horse." So how does it move? Well, the knight moves L shape. Now let's imagine a knight is here. So here the knight would move L shape as 1, 2 and half, 1, 2 and half here as well. It could go 1, 2 and half, 1, 2 and half. It could also go behind 1, 2 and half, 1, 2 and half. So that makes it 6 squares. Son, the knight can also capture in the same way as it moves. Like, Dad, do you think that the knight can go 1, 2 and half and kill both these pieces? I said, no, that's not how it works. It only kills the square on which it finally lands on. So this one. Okay, got it. And can it also kill this one? Dad said, of course. If you see 1, 2 and half, it can take it. Wow. What are the special properties of a knight, dear son? Do you know that? The boy said, no, I have no idea about it. Well, the knight is the only piece on the chessboard which can actually jump. So if you see here, 1, 2 and half can go here, but there are pieces in between, but doesn't matter. The knight can actually jump. And once it can jump, it means it can also go this side. Wow, so you've learned all that how the knight moves. So now I'm going to give you a position here. And you have to solve it. If you solve it, I'm going to give you a special prize. So imagine there are 4 pawns like this. Now you have to place a white knight in a way that it attacks all the 4 pawns. Where will you place it, dear son? The 4-year-old boy began to think. He was like, where should I put the knight? If I put the knight here, 1, 2 and half, it attacks this pawn, but it does not attack this pawn. So in order to attack this pawn, can I put my knight here? It attacks this pawn. So all those who are trying to solve this, try to pause the video and figure out where do you put this knight that it attacks all the 4 pawns. Well done. If you found the move, the 4-year-old boy actually found this move, and the father was very, very proud of him. See, 1, 2 and half it attacks here, 1, 2 and half it attacks here, 1, 2 and half attacks here, 1, 2 and half it attacks here. So all 4 pawns are being attacked. It's so beautiful. The son was very, very happy, and the father said, time for you to get a prize. So he lifted his purse again, and the son was like, wow, a lot of money. But the father gave him 2 coins here. 2 coins of, one is 2 rupees and another is 1 rupee. Why 3 rupees, Dad? Well, because 3 rupees, 3 points for the knight. Just how like a rook was 5 points, the knight is 3 points, and that is why I am giving you this. The son was very, very happy. But before leaving him, the father said, I'm going to give you one last position. You need to solve it. You need to pick up each and every pawn over here with your knight, and your knight starts from here. So the son, now you need to pause the video and figure out how the knight captures each and every pawn here. So first the boy took this pawn. Then he took this pawn. You see, L shape, L shape. But here there is another option. You can even take this pawn over here or this. But if you take here, then you take here, then you take L shape here, then you can take this, and then you can take this. So it also came in L shape and the knight made an entire tour. The young boy, the 4-year-old boy had learned how the knight moves, and I hope you too have learned it. The father gave a final word of advice. Son, always try to be like a knight. The knight is very, very flexible. It can jump over other pieces and it's always very nimble footed. You see, it goes on a dark square, then it goes on a light square, then on a dark square, then on a light square. So it can move to any square, as flexible as a knight. This is Sagar Shah signing off. I'm happy that you learned the knight today. Tomorrow will be the bishop. Until then,